This place is so uniquely beautiful, it could easily be the background in the next James Bond movie. Welcome to Designing Your Travels. Today we're going to take you through the beautiful island of Palawan in the Philippines. A destination filled with beaches, caves, rivers, history, and pearls, and so much more. So sit back, relax, and enjoy while we guide you through Palawan Island. Let's start a review at the very top of Palawan in the El Nido province. It has been said that El Nido has the most beautiful beaches in the world. And you know what? We couldn't agree more. The waters are crystal clear turquoise. They're surrounded by limestone cliffs, making them look otherworldly. And the beaches themselves are filled with the finest white sand you could imagine. What more do you really need? Make sure to go to Nakpan Beach and Las Cabanas Beach while you're here. Both are filled with coconut trees and look like they should belong on the back of a postcard. While you're at Nakpang Beach, take advantage of the Nak Kalit waterfall hike. It's an easy one, so don't worry. It takes about 20 minutes to reach the waterfall, and the trek includes dirt paths, riverbeds, forests, and it can all be done in flip-flops. Perfect if you'd like a break from the beach in the afternoon. Tucked away in El Nido is a secret beach called the Hidden Beach, which can only be accessed by boat. This has to be on your must-sees for real. El Nido is home to Bakut Bay, which has a 50-meter underwater cliff, a 12-meter underwater tunnel, manta rays, and fully grown sea turtles, which can all be seen when you go diving. If you wait until the night to enter the water, expect to also see seahorses, shrimp, and cat sharks. Due to the amazing underwater wonders here, there are many diving centers littered in the area who are eager to please and happy to facilitate your diving experience, whatever your level of experience that may be. While you're in Bakut Bay, make sure to visit Simuzu Island, where the boat will take you so close to the shore that you can hop off the side into the warm water and feed the tons of fish swimming all around you. Make sure to take your camera because this will make for the perfect photo opportunity. Just below El Nido is Taytay. It's a bit of an off-the-beaten-track town, but is totally worth the visit, or stopover on your next adventure. Taytay is filled with history waiting to be discovered. Start by visiting the fortress left by the 17th century Spanish invasion, Fuerza de Santa Isabel, the Church of Stone Nino, or the Cathedral of St. Joseph, and prepare to be amazed. Further inland is the Kanik Waterfall, the Pinangyarihan Falls, and Lake Manguao. Better yet, head to the water and island hop around the bay. If you'd like to stay in this little paradise a little bit longer, then there are numerous jungle guest houses starting from just $10 per night listed on agoda.com. We'll leave a link in the description below so you can check them out. Continuing our journey south, we have moved to Port Barton. This town is essentially a less crowded version of El Nido and is traditionally a fishing town off the northwest coast of Palawan. Here you're able to enjoy kayaking along the coast, exploring the rocky cliffs, soaking up the sun on the beach, and take in the day-to-day life of the locals while they fish and walk their buffalo. Yes, this is a real thing. Please bear in mind that this is such a small town, the electricity comes from generators. There are no fans or ATMs, but there are many budget hotels to take your pick from. Honda Bay is up next, the perfect paradise to island hop. Of note, we recommend Pandan Island, Cowrie Island, Luai Island, Verde Island, and Starfish Island. There are numerous guides who will provide full-day tours to visit these islands, and most include snacks and lunch whilst on your trip. Verde Island is home to the famous Dos Palmas Resort, the 20-hectare sanctuary filled with everything your heart could ever desire. For more information, we will leave the link to the hotel below. It is world-renowned and well worth the extra dollars. Starfish Island, as the name suggests, is filled with starfish. Make sure your camera is fully charged, as this is truly a sight to behold. And watch where you step. You will see the bright orange with the black horns, which are actually poisonous, but not to humans, so don't worry. They have the thin royal blue-colored starfish called the blue linkia, and the brown-tan spotted starfish called the pebbled sea starfish, and many, many more. Staying in the north, let's dedicate this section to the more adventurous traveler, and for this you need to head to Ungong Rock Adventures, of course. This natural rock formation is still north of Puerto Princesa and makes a really funny noise when you tap it. Make a note and try it. Ungong Rock Adventures is actually a tour company, and they've built a whole bunch of fun around this unusual formation. You can crawl in and out of the rock caves, climb to the top to reach the zip line, and then be flown through the air above the jungle. Or if that's not your vibe, then you can walk through it to see all the sights inside. Moving on, we have the underground river right next door. 8.2 kilometers of winding water makes this river one of the longest in the world, officially called the seventh wonder of the natural world. Start your adventure with a short hike through the monkey-filled jungle to the small boats that will take you to the cave entrance. Inside the caves, you will see many hanging bats, and the guide who is with you will tell you all about the formations inside. Pro tip: these tours are incredibly popular, so please remember to book in advance to avoid any disappointment. We have finally reached Puerto Princesa, and we would say that the most efficient way to see this stunning capital city is through a city tour in a comfy tricycle taxi. The tour will take you to historical sites, such as the Immaculate Conception Cathedral, the World War I Plaza Curatel, Baker's Hill, Mitras Ranch, and of course the Crocodile Farm. We'll delve in deeper now, so keep listening. Baker's Hill is the perfect place to stop for a coffee after a long day of exploring the city. Alternatively, plan your day so you end up here for lunch, and then you can take total advantage of their famous seafood buffet lunch, filled with rock lobster, fish, crab, shrimp, and so much more. Outside are the Instagrammable Disney statues loved by tourists and locals alike, and the breeze through this cafe will make you want to stay here all day long. If you're looking for a more authentically Filipino lunch, then you need to try tamilok, a type of mollusk found living inside the mangrove trees. Yes, they look like worms, but you want it authentic, right? For this, head to Kinabuk's restaurant on Rizal Avenue. If you're not feeling adventurous, don't worry, they also have other items on the menu. The Mitra Horse Ranch included in the tour is a place that loves and respects animals, rather than those awful tourist traps that shall not be named. For a small entrance fee, you are able to set up your lunch on one of the picnic tables outside, or for a further fee, you are able to ride around on the horses. A perfect gap filler on your historical tour, we think. Next up is the Palawan Wildlife Rescue and Conservation Center, around 20 minutes away from the city. This center is a refuge for endangered, hurt, or abandoned animals, most notable of which are the baby crocodiles. The staff hand-rear the baby crocs until they're adults, and it is for sure a sight to behold. If you're staying in the city a little longer and wish to buy some food, then there is no better place to set your sights than the San Jose Market, filled with rows of fresh fish, shrimps, clams, squids, poultry, basically any meat you can think of, they will have it. Better yet, if you're feeling lazy, they will actually grill it in front of you instead, which sounds like heaven to us. If you're a night owl, then the city is where you should be. Specifically Tiki Resto Bar on Rizal Avenue. It's filled with live music, a large stage for the regular performances, laser lights, fantastic freshly made cocktails, glowing neon lights, and pool tables that are rentable for half an hour. The perfect end to your fun-filled day in Puerto Princesa. If you're looking to get out to the sea for a few days, then there is no better place to do this than Tabataha Reef National Park. It is in the middle of the Sulu Sea and is just off the coast of Palawan. It's a bit too far out for a day trip, so a liveaboard is the only way to get to it so far. Prices start from around $250 per day, but it is so unbelievably worth it, trust us. The reef was only discovered in 1970 by divers, and the underwater is filled with unspoilt natural habitat, teeming with green turtles, manta rays, colorful fish, and over 11 species of sharks. South of Puerto Princesa, we would recommend heading to the Iwahig River and book yourself onto the Firefly Kayaking Tour. Kayak under the stars, filled with glowing trees, and surround yourself with fireflies which fly from tree to tree. The tour is run by the Palawan Ecotourism Center, and your guide will take you through the trees so you don't get lost. The perfect tour for people of all ages. The Tabon Caves are also in the southern half of Palawan, are incredibly significant to the people of the Philippines. It is home to one of the oldest discoveries of human inhabitants. Actual remains of the Tabon man and artifacts were found in this exact location, meaning that the caves have become a national museum open to all to explore. There are two cathedral-like caves to explore, the Diwata Cave and the Liang Cave. Hiring a boat is a must and again super easy to do. It is utterly jaw-dropping when you see them. They really look like aliens nestled inside the jungle. Finally, let's talk about waterfalls, and Palawan is full of them. Our favorite is Estrella Falls, the most swimmer-friendly plunge pools on the island. 20-foot rapids rush off the rocks above, split into two waterfalls, and then this basin falls into the next, and so on and so forth. meaning there is a lot of space to splash and play around. If you want to visit, you can hire a car from Puerto Princesa to Nara, which will take about 2.5 hours. Alternatively, you can stop off in the town on your way further south. Backbacken Falls also deserves an honorable mention. This 64-meter waterfall is beautiful and unspoilt. The waterfall itself slides down a smooth rock slide into a cool pool, where you can also swim and hike if you so wish. That concludes our review of the wonderful island of Palawan. We hope you've enjoyed it. Is there anything you think we missed off our review? Please let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel, where we post travel-related content every other day. As always, safe travels.